All right, good morning, everybody. I want to talk to y'all today a little bit about business, about the way I do business, about some of the things that's happening to me in business, and the way I feel about them. Okay, so I'm Gerard. Okay, um, I work on stuff. I'm an engineer. I think I'm pretty decent. A lot of people tell me I'm good. I haven't had very many things I can't fix. Okay, now I've been in business off and on for myself for a while, a good little while, several years. I've built a lot of great things. I've finished a lot of great things. I've had a lot of things that didn't get finished also. And that's really what I want to talk about. I want to talk about those things that didn't get finished. Because a little about me, I'm I'm a believer. I believe in God. Because of my belief in God, I have to do things a certain way. Um, I never set out with any intentions to do anyone wrong. I never set out with any intentions to get over on anybody. Actually, it's the exact opposite. Um, One of my biggest problems in business is I've tried to give people things that they can't really afford. Um, that's been one of my biggest problems. Sometimes in writing up a build or something, I'll have some signs that this person either can't afford my services or aren't ready to afford my services, or they're trying to trick me out of my services. Okay. Now, I've had lots and lots and lots of happy customers. I mean, lots of happy customers. And most of the time, my happy customers start with someone who's ready to do whatever it is they're asking me to do. Um, and unfortunately, it's the truth. Unfortunately, most of the time, those are the people who don't know me. The people who know me, they tend to think that my work is is negotiable. Like my prices are negotiable because they know me. I'm supposed to give them a discount, but man, the world don't work like that. Okay, now being who I am, I've always tried to help. Like if a person, let's say, if a person wants to get a transmission put in, right? And their car is having a bunch of other issues, and I try to tell them like, hey, look, I don't know if I would quite do this transmission. Your car has a bunch of other issues. I would be the type to try to give them um, the transmission and try to fix as much as I can while I've got the car. You know what I mean? And a lot of times, man, doing stuff like that gets me in trouble with good paying customers because, you know, number one, I'm not getting paid for my time that I'm working on all this extra stuff that they don't really have the money for. But I know it needs to be done, and I don't want them to get the transmission fixed in the car don't run or whatever the case may be. And a lot of times I have good paying customers that's waiting because I've gotten tied up on something that I really should have never even touched. Y'all forgive me. It's kind of hot out here. But man, that's just kind of what I want to touch on today. Um, when I think about all the business deals that I've done, I think about the good and I think about the bad. I think about all the ones that didn't get done. And the ones that didn't get done are solely because people don't do right. You know, when someone gives you a price on something, right? That price is without them expecting any hiccups, any interruptions, any misunderstandings. That price is based on them being able to get to work and for the money to come how the work is coming. A lot of times, man, I'm high. A lot of times, I may have a job that's $3,500, $4,000. And instead of and I always ask for people to give me half up front, give me the other half of them done. A lot of times, man, people they won't quite come through the way that they're supposed to. You know, now one thing I'm not ever gonna do, I'm not gonna do work and beg you for money too. You know, that's what I'm doing the work for, to get paid. I shouldn't have to beg for anything. I'm giving you a service, and you're supposed to pay for it. Okay. Now, what happens is if I start in on a job and we have a set price, we have a set amount that I'm supposed to be getting paid. If the money stops, I'm gonna stop. You know, if you're supposed to give me $1,000 up front and another $1,000 in a couple days or a week, and it don't happen, I'm gonna stop on your job. You know, just that's just the way it is. You know, because you're not holding up your end of the deal. Why should I hold up mine? You know, I've had people bring me cars and bring me peanuts. I mean, literal peanuts. You know, a couple $100 on $1,000 bills. You know, and then I don't see them for months or sometimes years. You know, and then when they pop back up, they pop back up with the money, and they just expect for me to stop everything I'm doing and jump back on their stuff. Man, life don't work like that. I might not, you know, I'm evolving every day. I might not even be doing cars when you get back. I might not be doing bikes when you get back. You know, all the people that have gotten stuff done and done properly for me, they came with the money, they held up their end, and I was able to hold up mine. And they did it in a timely manner. They didn't have to save up the money. When they came to me, they already had the money. That way, we was able to go ahead and get whatever I needed, get it done, and get it gone. You know, I've had so many people that come to me, and I guess they think that because I look like this, they think that I'm not on game. They think that they can run game on me, and they think that they can, you know, pay me peanuts and act like, oh well, let me just see if you know what you're doing. I don't need you. If you don't think I know what I'm doing, you shouldn't have brought your stuff to me. I don't got to prove nothing to you or nobody else. My days of proving are long gone. So if you come to me, don't come to me with the idea of let me see if he can get it done. Because if you start talking like that, just because of how much business I've done, I already know that you're trying to get me. You know, that's just a that's something that people do when they don't have all the money. You know, when they don't want to pay all the money or whatever. They try to put the ball in my court. No, the ball's not in my court. Um, you shouldn't have came to me if you didn't know whether or not I knew what I was doing. And a lot of times, what'll happen is people will try to pay you according to what they see get done. Man, that's when you mess up. That's when you mess up because you're you're literally trying to feed me peanuts as I go. And every time I need something, I don't have the funds to just dip in and go get. Now I got to call you. Now I got to explain what's going on. Now I got to explain why I need this and why I don't need this and why I got to do it this way. Man, that takes up too much time, dude. You know, something that could be a 1 week job with me having to stop and explain and beg for parts and beg for stuff I need, man, it could turn into a year job real fast. And is what bothers me is the actual paying customers that don't mind paying that have to wait because this 1 week job is turned into a 2 week job or whatever the case may be because of me having to beg for parts and beg this and that and the third and explain why I got to do this. Man, no, that's not the way this works. Pretty much and basically, this video is to all of y'all who didn't get your stuff done. You and I both know your stuff would have been done if you would have did right. Whatever reason, it's been a lot of different reasons. Sometimes people disappear for months and come back up and want the stuff done. Sometimes people may bring me a deposit on like a motor swap, and I go buy the motor and I go buy the parts, you know, and then the rest of the money I take for whatever services I've done. At this point, you've only paid for half of your services, you know, and it's not on me to to make it right when you decide to appear. You should have been here the whole time. We should have been able to get this done from the beginning. Another thing that I got a problem with, because I hustle. I buy stuff, I sell stuff, legal. Bikes, four-wheelers, cars, whatever I can get my hands on. I'm trying to get into houses, whatever I can get my hands on. I buy stuff, flip it, buy it for a lower amount and flip it and sell it, If I give you a good deal on something, right, don't play around with me. Go ahead and pay me. Go ahead and pay me and get your stuff and get on. Like, that's the way it works. If you make it linger out and you want to pay me in payments and all this other stuff, that price is subject to change, because that price was based on here and now. Let's get this done. Anything that takes more time than what it initially was planned for, it's gonna cost more. And I'm high, man. I charge $100 an hour, for real. If we got a job that we're doing and you prolong the job, you make it take longer than it's supposed to, or I run into a hiccup. Let me put that one out there. Let's say I give you a price on the job, right? And this is what we expect, right? Now, I have a mind. If I can't do it multiple times, I'm not going to do it. If I can't afford to do it multiple times, I'm not going to do it. So, if I give you a set price and I run into a couple hiccups along the way, you should already know that this isn't my vehicle. This isn't my whatever I'm working on, bike, motorcycle, whatever. If I run into a hiccup and it costs me more, it's gonna cost you more. That's just the way it goes. If it costs me more time than I originally planned for, it's gonna cost you more time. And a lot of people end up getting stuck right there. For whatever reason, whatever we set out to do didn't work within that time frame, or it didn't work within a timely manner, and now the time is prolonged. Parts may they may not have had all the money to get parts right then. They have to wait, so now it's prolonged. So now when I step off of that and I step on something else, because I'm out here trying to live, man. If you're not ready, I'm gonna move on to somebody who is. So now when I come back, number one, I'm coming back and I'm coming back into something that should have been done already. I've done worked on something else. I don't even remember where everything go. I got to start all over. So you can expect for it to cost more. It's going to take me more time. That's just the way it goes. It's not that I don't know what I'm doing, or it's not that I'm trying to get somebody. It's just, this is the world we live in, man. Like, this is the way it goes. Um, but man, this video is really just like I said, to those people who didn't get their stuff done. Be honest about it. Sit back and really think about it. Like, man, what went wrong? Because I'm gonna tell you, it's not me. I have something that I believe in, that I stand on. I believe in doing right. Not to say I don't make mistakes. Everybody make mistakes. But if I do something, I'm gonna try my best to do it right, and I'm gonna try to not, you know, not to just doing right, man. I try to do what's right in every situation, you know. But some people, they just won't allow you to do it right because of their differences, or because they wasn't ready, or whatever the case may be. But to anybody who didn't get their stuff done, or you feel like it's an issue, like we might have an issue, call me. And it's a lot of y'all that call me, they don't answer the phone for. And I got customers that waited years to do bills. Man, ain't nobody gonna sit around and wait for you for years. Like, come on, dude. Like, we were supposed to do this 5 years ago. Why you just not getting the money? That's no good. And then these same type of people, these are the type of people who build resentment and want to come around the shop and steal like I don't know, and they want to come and try to steal and I guess get it how they live. They want to get it back however they live. Man, do whatever you feel like you need to do. God got me 110%. I ain't worried about nothing that's been stolen. I ain't worried about nothing that's been taken. I'm not worried about no problems that nobody got, because I know from the beginning I've always tried to do what's right. I mean, I hate it. I hate that some people, they ended up paying and didn't get their stuff all the way done. but it was never on me. Anybody who came to me correct, they got what they came to get, and they're enjoying it happily. Most of the time, people try to play with me, and that's where it gets messed up because I'll give you enough rope to hang yourself. Like if you know we're supposed to be doing a $3,000 job, and you come bringing me peanuts, a couple $100 here, a couple $100 there, I'm not able to do what I need to do properly because now I can't even really focus on the work. I'm thinking about whether or not I'm gonna get paid, or I'm thinking about what I need that I can't go get because the person ain't brought the money yet. You know what I mean? Man, y'all people, y'all gotta do better. If you want to get something done, you want a good service, don't play with folks, man. Don't play with folks because everybody ain't to play with. Like everybody that's ever tried to play me, they just played themselves because in the end, they didn't get their stuff done. And I'm not worried about it a bit. I sleep great at night, not even a bit of worry on my mind because I know at the end of the day, I did right. Like I did what I was supposed to do. So y'all have a good one, man. I'm gonna get back to work. I just want to put that out there real fast, man, because there's a lot of people that I've done work for that just want to talk negative about me or say this, that, and the third. But the truth of the matter is, y'all just didn't do right, so you didn't get what you wanted. It didn't happen, you know. But man, y'all have a good one. I'm gonna get back to my day.